What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Today is a very special day. We're not at a house. Nope. We're not at a commercial storefront. Sure ain't. We're standing outside the Village of Hewlett Harbor new courthouse, where Pipe Doctor Home Services has been awarded the HVAC installation for this brand new judicial building. That's right. When it came to choose a heating and cooling contractor, they chose us. All right, folks, this building is approximately 2,000 square feet, and we're going to be installing a complete high performance, high efficiency Energy Star heat pump powered by ACiQ. We're going to be putting in two 24,000 2-ton single zone high wall ductless mini split systems and one 36,000 BTU 3-ton ducted heat pump system. Together, these three inverter-driven systems are going to provide whisper-quiet operation, outstanding humidity control, incredible energy performance, and year-round comfort, all while dramatically reducing operating costs compared to older conventional equipment. And as always, we're going to show you the installation from start to finish. No shortcuts, no smoke and mirrors, just the way professional HVAC work should be done. So grab your coffee, pull up your pants, sit back, relax, and let's build another 3 new ACiQ systems the Mikey Pipes way. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. The courthouse is 351 inches from left to right. We're going to put a unit centered there and centered there. We're going to take 351, divide that by 3. What is it?
117.
117. So 117 inches off of either wall will be the center of our new 24,000 2-ton each air handling unit that'll go up on the wall. 117? Okay, so here's one. So we're gonna transfer that all the way up there. Let's get a ladder. All right, 17.5 inches is the top of the framing on the other side here. All right, we need to be above that a few inches because we need to ensure for proper pitch, 1/4 inch per foot of drop from here to outside the courthouse. This is going to be the first indoor unit. I have the wall mount template right here. All right, center is right there. Let's mark that. We're going to come up a couple inches. One unit's going to go here, another unit's going to go there. All right, what do you got? We have 18 feet. Perfect. All right, from here to there, we have 18 feet. So I need to be about 4.5 inches of drop from here to there. So we're going to start the bottom 5 inches from there. Total is 22.5 inches. So this is going to be 22.5 inches off the bottom. So is that one. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, now let's get the wall mount bracket. All right, black, white, red, and green.
You're gonna mount it?
That's next, yes? What's wrong?
Then when you mount it, the wire's not gonna go through the wall.
Yeah, we'll put the wire through the wall. Need one of those? Cool, thank you. Why is it being so stubborn? Okay. Now, we got black, white, red. Let's get a crimp connector on the ground and button this bad boy up. Also, we'll hook up the Wi-Fi module. All right. Beautiful. All right, that's gonna go there. Let's put you right there. Let's spin this piece back on. Screw that back in. And get this bad boy on the wall. But once I do this, we're gonna put that Wi-Fi module in there before we forget. Gotta make sure that the village administration officials can control this thing by Wi-Fi. Take that screw out. Grab that USB thing and shove it in the hole. That is the ACiQ Wi-Fi module. I don't know why they don't come with it installed, but okay, put that screw back in. And then we'll put the bottom piece back on. We'll get this thing up on the wall. Up on the wall mount bracket. All right. Now, let's push that wire back in there. You know what would be really, really nice? If this scaffold was pushed out a little bit. It's just little shadows. Okay. Well, one on the wall, one more to go. Oh, that looks much better now. Okay. Nah, whatever. I want to get it on after the fact, though, but... come on, get in the hole. There you go, baby. You motherfucker, you. Because the wire's weighing it down. Yeah, I did it. What?
How big is one?
About 18 inches. What are you doing?
The battery died.
The battery died? Yeah. You sure about that? You're trying to cut, right? You're trying to cut a piece of metal, right, with the pressures on that end, and now you're forcing it closed. The battery's not dead. You're not cutting it the right way or safely. Look, this is what you were doing. No. Go back. Go back the way. Oh, no. This is what you're doing. You're like that, trying to cut into this, right? Right? And you're not going to be able to because you're putting pressure on that. You go like this. Watch. Where's the next mark? Right where?
18.
Right here? You don't have to cut all the way through either. So I thought you said the battery was dead. The battery's not dead. You're putting too much tension on it, binding up the blade. Correct. All right, there's the one 2-ton unit, the other 2-ton unit. We're gonna have plenty of cooling and heating in the main courthouse here. Daniel's drilling a hole through the cinder block wall for our 3 line sets. One there, another one there. We're gonna be running the line sets, communication wire, and drain across here. Oof. Remember, you don't have to cut all the way through? How about this? Here's another smart tip for you. Look, now you got a workbench. Do you think that's a little easier to cut now? Yeah. All right, you have 3. 2 more to go. Man, I kicked it because it was open. Somebody left it open, and it wasn't me. That shorter switch. Are you kidding me? Here. Drill little holes at the end of those. Not all the way in, like just as deep as that. That's good. We're just going to put a screw hole through it. That's it. Where are you going? What are you doing that for? Here, the ends. Let's do 6 inches off of there. Beautiful. Alright, that's what the holes are for. We're going to put one here, every 3rd beam. One here, one there, one there, one there, one there. And we're going to secure our line set, our drain, or communication wire to it. Let me show you how we're going to do that.
They're overheating.
Okay, you have none of them ready yet? Okay.
No, because I have to drill the other side from outside. So.
Okay, so there's an extension ladder up there laid against the building, and all right. Derek's unrolled with that. We can't do anything until that has a hole drilled and run the line set through there. There's one. go one direction. It's 2. Let's get the 3rd. Ow. Ugh. Man, these are tight. Damn, they're tight. I don't think this is an OSHA approved bench that I'm sitting on. All right, I need those ends. I need those 2 flare nuts. Now I need the tubing cutter. The tubing cutter I threw to you. The tubing cutter. That's why I gave it to you, so you can cut the flares off, but whatever. Try again. Fuck. So much for that factory flare on the 3/8. There was no flare. Oh, no, 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 no! Don't try to kill me with it. They'd be hating. There you go. All right, let's flare. All right. This is the 5/8. We have the 3/8 communication wire drain. We'll go across with this, make it look nice. Okay. Let's put that like right there. Hopefully it stays. All right, I gotta do the 3/8 next, and it's all the way down there on top of the scaffold. We're making progress. Okay. At least it was full of nitrogen. All right, now let's get the 3/8. All the way to the, all against this wall. Okay, and out the hole. Put it into the hole. Let's get this under there. Okay. And now let's connect the 5/8. Come on, baby. It'll be one of those days. Get on there, baby. Right there. Hold them back. Beautiful. There, and you in there. Come on, baby. Get on there. Nice and tight. We are a little too loose. Come on, baby. Why? Come on. Just cooperate. There you go. Okay. Good. All right, both wall mount brackets for both 24,000 BTU ductless mini split outdoor condensing units. Well, they're in place. Line sets are in place. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. We're going to manhandle these condensers. One goes in the back, one in the front, and that 3-ton will hopefully fit right here, if my calculations are correct. You think the unit's powered up? All right. Looks like they're gonna manhandle that thing. Good? I hope so.
Yeah, I'm good. You go in first.
Derek, have you Wheaties this morning?
No, I'm good. It's just group is.
All right. There you go. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Watch out. Okay, good. Yeah. Gangster. Look, 2 for you, 2 for Daniel. Sturdy. All right, you ready for take 2? Derek, go into this. Okay. She heavy. Let me lift up. Okay. Almost there. That's the way we have to take out the drain plugs. I don't understand why. Why must it be so hard to take the drain plugs out?
Can I have all the screws for?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a quarter minutes. It's a quarter to 2 here in the afternoon. Still the 21st of July, 2026. We are cleaning up. Let me tell you what we got done. Here are the 2 outdoor ACiQ Extreme outdoor heat pump side discharge condensing units connected to 2 2-ton wall mounted evaporator coils. We have our line sets connected. We have communication wire ran to them. They're both on wall mount brackets and they both go up. We did not get to the drain outside yet. Well, the drain is outside and we're not bringing it down to the ground yet. We're a little exhausted. Let me show you what we did inside because we did a lot. All right. Here are those line sets running across for these 2 24,000 BTU wall evaporators. There's the 1, there's the 2. This is for the courthouse room. Okay, I guess the judge goes up here somewhere, right? Now, here is the conference wing, which consists of 2 hallways. We have a storage room and a bathroom. Plumbing done by others. Okay. Keep that in mind, folks. Now we are in the conference room. The conference room is quite large. We got 2 glass windows facing north. That's south. There's our 3-ton Extreme Plus heat pump communicating air handler. That's the ACiQ 36PAH. We have a 3/4 and 3/8 line set with communication wire shielded to the outdoor unit. I'll show you that in a minute. And right here, we're bolted here, here, and here to the wall. The air handler is connected to the communicating thermostat, which is going to go right here. We're going to put a 14 by 24 inch return right here. We're going to put a 10 by 10 by 7 side outlet return diffuser there, and there, running across. Here, we're gonna put a 14 by 24 return as well. We're gonna put a 10 by 10 by 7 diffuser and a 6 by 6 by 5 in this large bathroom. This closet's not gonna get anything. And then once our contractor builds this out, and bust through this cinder block wall, we're gonna bring one more duct up and across all the way to this room right here. And this is gonna be the, I guess, receptionist room. So she's gonna have a duct right there. But there it all is. Sweet. And I gotta tell you, after watching these hacks in Central Florida put together HVAC and plumbing, it's a night and day difference between New York and Central Florida. The cesspool of the earth, Central Florida. Multi-million-dollar houses have like put together with bubble gum and Mickey Mouse. Let me show you the outdoor unit. Oh, we got to do something with this before we leave. We can't leave it like this. Let's bring that up and across. Okay. When we come back next week, we're going to connect the 3/4 and the 3/8. We're going to put a little bend right there and come straight down the wall and connect to our 2 flare connections on the ACiQ 36 HPD. This is the Extreme Plus side discharge, fully communicating heat pump inverter. This will heat at 100% to negative 15 degrees of outdoor temperature, and it'll keep going to negative 27. I'm not worried about that here in the great state of New York. If we were in Alaska, I'd be worried, but there's no natural gas to this property. So we had to do high performance heat pump systems, and that's why we went with ACiQ. What else are you gonna go with? Fully communicating, high performance, high efficiency. That's what I install, and we standardize our installs primarily with the ducted systems with the Extreme Pluses. That way I can have just one parts kit for all of my air handlers, all of my outdoor side discharge condensing units, and for mini splits, we go with the Extremes. Those are those 2 right there. They look beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that, gorgeous. 2 2-ton systems. They are quite impressive. By the way, we couldn't do ductwork here because we have all this exposed beams. This is what the look that they're doing for this courthouse, this courtroom. They didn't want to do spiral duct. They want to do ducted, but we were only able to use that wall there, and throwing the air that away and putting a return there in the center just wasn't going to work out. So they approved the 2 ductless units, and they look amazing.